Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is such an exciting and beautiful morning. Thank you, everyone that's here. My name is Dr. Wilma Franco. I am the Executive Director of the Southeast LA Collaborative, CELA Collaborative. It is an honor to be here today. What we have here this morning is, part of the results of the advocacy efforts, the collaboration, the partnerships that we have all seen in the Southeast region. As the CELA Collaborative, we represent a network of organizations, and earlier this month we launched what we call the CELA Agenda, right? That called for really a prioritization of our region, our communities, when it came to the COVID vaccine distribution, right? So it is a pleasure to be here. This is some, beautiful, beautiful day. It's overwhelming to see, just the support, right, that we have here. So today, I think, what's important to note is that we're launching this new COVID-19 vaccination site here at the Bell Community Center, right? So we're so honored to be here, and I want to start. It is a glorious day. Thank you. I want to start by just acknowledging some of our colleagues that we have here from the city of Bell. We have Mayor Alicia Led. Thank you for being here. Bell Vice Mayor Alicia Romero. Bell Council Member Fidencio Gallardo, and Bell Council Member Ana Maria Quintana. So thank you so much for being here. I want to start by just introducing our next speaker. It is City of Bell Mayor Ali Saleh. Mayor Saleh was first elected to the Bell City Council in 2019, and since then he has championed smart growth, small business, public participation, governmental transparency, and public health. He has often said, in Bell, it doesn't matter if your roots are from Tennessee, Lebanon, or Mexico. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or Muslim. Bell is a place where hardworking people of all walks of life live together, where our differences give us sabor, but our similarities give us strength. And throughout this pandemic, the city of Bell has been an exemplary partner in the fight against COVID-19, from helping the county launch the first COVID-19 testing site, to hosting food distributions, and now hosting our new Southeast Los Angeles Community Vaccination Center. Bell has represented the Southeast region with pride. I ask you, please help me welcome the Mayor, Elisa Lin.
Good morning, buenos dias. Welcome to the beautiful city of Bell. I'd like to begin by acknowledging and thanking all dignitaries and staff that are in attendance with us today. Thank you for being here. We have representatives, can you guys hear me? Yes, sorry. We have representatives from the city of Bell Gardens, Commerce, Cudahy, Huntington Park, Maywood, Southgate, Vernon, and the County of Los Angeles in attendance with us today. This is a great day for us here in the Southeast. The Southeast community has been feeling the effects of this pandemic in ways that cannot be expressed. To respond to the crucial needs the city of Bell has orchestrated, alongside Cal, OES, FEMA, and under the supervision and direction of Supervisor Solis's office. The first mobile vaccination site to assist seniors and other eligible categories in the Southeast was on February 18th and 19th here at the Community Center. After the mobile vaccination clinic concluded, we continued working towards establishing a permanent vaccination site for our Southeast Los Angeles community. I am proud to host the CELA Community Vaccination Site here at the Bell Community Center. As a CELA resident, I am confronted that our community now has the resources to vaccinate those who are eligible, and eventually every resident here in Southeast Los Angeles. We will be offering free transportation to every CELA resident to this location here in the city of Bell. That's big, that's huge. This action was taken to make this site accessible to all CELA residents and community members. This center was not possible without the coordinated efforts of every city here behind me in the CELA region. So please give them all a round of applause. thank you to the nurses and medical personnel from the JWCH Institute, and a huge thank you to our very own community service departments. Muchas gracias a todos. On behalf of every resident that calls Southeast Los Angeles home, we would like to thank Chair Supervisor Solis for establishing the Cella Community Vaccination Center. Thank you.
Much shorter. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate your words. I also want to take a moment just to thank a couple of our other elected officials that are represented here today. The Office of Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia, Office of Senator Lina Gonzalez, and the Office of Congresswoman Lucia Roybal-Aller. So thank you for being here this morning with us. It is an honor for me, any opportunity I have to introduce Supervisor Hilda Solis to the stage. I want to personally thank you, Supervisor, for your support in allowing us as a Cella Collaborative to become the lead CBO in the vaccination site in the city of Southgate. So let me introduce the Supervisor. Supervisor Hilda Solis serves as the chair of LA County Board of Supervisors and represents the San Gabriel Valley, Northeast, East, and Southeast Los Angeles region of Los Angeles County as the supervisor for District 1. Since the beginning of the COVID pandemic, Supervisor Solis has advocated for the County of Los Angeles to target and prioritize the Southeast communities that have historically been underrepresented and underserved. COVID-19 has exacerbated so many long-standing disparities in this region, and she vowed to tackle these issues head-on, from setting up one of the county's high-volume testing sites in Southgate Park to launching testing sites at Bell, Huntington Park, Commerce, and Cudahy, to activating a medical sheltering site in Bell Gardens, to hosting various food distributions in the region, and advocating for mobile units and clinics to be deployed at local parks and senior housing, and now launching a new vaccination site in the Southeast Los Angeles region. Supervisor Solis has worked swiftly to protect and meet the needs of our families during this public crisis. It is an honor, Supervisor, to be here with you. Please welcome Supervisor Solis.
Thank you, Dr. Wilma Franco, and I want to thank the Cella Collaborative. And obviously, I'm so grateful and feel very blessed that today we're here. This has been a vision of ours, I think ours collectively, to see how we could all bring the Southeast LA communities together. And we couldn't do it without partners, so I especially want to thank Mayor Saleh Ali for all of your hard work and really determination to work with us. We find that we can't do much alone. The county is large, but we don't have all the other infrastructure that's necessary, especially in areas that have been so hard hit, like the Southeast communities. And so this collaboration today, I hope, sets a precedent historically moving forward in what we can do if we can collectively come together and do it in partnership with equality, with respect, with humility, and put our constituents first before us. All of us, and I think that that's really going to be the determining factor. I want to thank you, Dr. Wilma Franco, for helping us with our Cella Collaborative. I know several years ago we started the collaborative with the support of other foundations, the Weingart Foundation and many, the Pat Brown Institute, and now look what has happened. We have come together collectively, bringing our forces together, and when we're united, we will not be divided. As simple as that. That is true. I also want to thank a very good friend of mine, a colleague that I've known for several years, and it is with heartfelt gratitude that I introduce you to him. And please give him a round of applause. I just want to acknowledge him personally. He is my friend Al Ballesteros and his entire team representing the JWCH Institute. They are the ones providing the vaccines and the treatment today. So please give him a big round of applause. I know his organization doesn't traditionally come out as far, but I know now this is his new home. He's also going to be serving many of our residents here in the Southeast LA area, and we've had many conversations over the the past year regarding the pandemic, whether it was testing, helping people on Skid Row, or making sure that people in East LA and now Southeast LA receive the services and dignity that they respect. So without his support, I know we wouldn't be able to do this. So again, it's a shining light for the Southeast LA communities. And more importantly, I want to thank our elected officials, all of them behind me, and also their representatives. I want to thank Assemblymember Cristina Garcia, who is here. Please give her a round of applause. I know she has also been advocating in Sacramento to our governor and to others to make sure that we have sufficient vaccines here, as well as working in collaboration with our Department of Public Health. I want to thank the following cities. Obviously, the host today, the City of Bell, Cudahy, Bell Gardens, Huntington Park, Maywood, Southgate, and Vernon, and so many others that have been here. You know what it means for our community to receive these vaccinations. We have some of the lowest rates of vaccination. And it's not because our people don't want to be vaccinated. It's because lack of access or the fact that they have to work. And many don't have the luxury to go online or have someone help them navigate the process to go through My Turn or get in the queue, as we say. So here and moving forward, it's going to be made much simpler. And part of it is making sure that we have partnerships with the groups here, with our CBOs, and with our federally qualified clinics. One thing I learned for clear is that we need to make sure that our people who live and reside in these areas have access to that vaccine. And they are in the front of the line, not in the back of the line. And that's something that we have to continue to work towards. I want to just mention briefly, Cudahy, as you may know, has less than 6% of their residents that have been vaccinated. And here in the City of Bell, only 7% of residents were vaccinated. And meanwhile, other communities had 3 or 4 times that rate. And it broke my heart to hear some of those data figures that were presented to us as board members. And I knew in my heart that something had to be done. We had to work quickly, but we had to move quickly and work with partners and people that understood the value of making sure access is available to all. So while we're opening up this center here, the Southeast Los Angeles Community Vaccination Center in the City of Bell, along with the JWCH, this is for everyone. This is for everyone, and especially those that are fearful that they may not have documentation because they are not citizens. That should not be a reason for them not to get the vaccination. And also, if they have no health care insurance, those are not prerequisites for them to receive the vaccine. So let the word be made clear. The vaccine will be available to all. As many of you know, today we just heard there will be a 4th vaccine that will be coming that I hope will be approved shortly by FDA, and that will be the AstraZeneca. And we know that already we're seeing people receiving the JJ, the Johnson & Johnson, and that's a one-shot deal. Makes it easier for our people, and our people should not be afraid. That's why all the elected officials here have to remind people the vaccine, regardless of what it is going to save lives. It's going to keep our communities from as far as Bell Gardens, Commerce, Cudahy, Huntington Park, Maywood, Southgate, Walnut Park, and Vernon. All of these places will have access. And I want to make clear, if you want to make an appointment, the residents in these surrounding communities, simply call area code 323-538-7802. And that's going to be Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or simply email vaccine@cityofbell.org. These are very important pieces of information for our residents. And I just want to reiterate to all of you that last night I typically receive each evening information about the vaccination rates and people who have passed in our districts. And as you know, the County of Los Angeles is made up of 5 districts, total 10 million people. I represent 2 million, but the first district that I represent happens to make up about over 300,000 cases of COVID. That is startling. That's number 1. Number 2 is the fact that we've seen already close to 6,000 people lose their lives in the first district. And I would say that the majority have been our people of color, essential workers, people that maybe have had underlying health conditions, but nonetheless, that is what we're faced with. And I don't want that to be a heavy burden on any of us. And that's why all the more reason for us to get the vaccine out to people, to provide prevention, and to fill those gaps that we all now know exist. So we're going to count on the federal government. We're going to count on our Congresswoman, Lucille Roybal-Allard, to help us deliver vaccines from FEMA and from all forces of the United States government, including our new administration, and also ask that our state legislators work hand in hand with us to see that we secure appropriate funding so that all of our clinics should populate every city, and not just one or two, but many. And that means also accessing our schools, allowing them to also be open so that we can vaccinate people. Simplemente quiero decir muchas gracias a todos los representantes aquí hoy día con nosotros, el alcalde Sale y también la ciudad de Bell por su trabajo con nosotros, a traer este sitio aquí para las residentes que viven aquí en el sur del este de Los Ángeles. No es solamente el condado lo que hace esto, lo hacemos como una familia. Y quiero dar las gracias también a un gran amigo, Al Ballesteros. Él representa la clínica JWCH que está aquí ahora con nosotros. En esta semana van a dar más que 1000 vacunas, hoy empezando con 200. Y yo les quiero dar muchas gracias al liderazgo de él y también de sus asistentes y los doctores que están aquí hoy día. Es un día para todos nosotros acercarnos a trabajar juntos como una familia por los beneficios de nuestras comunidades y residentes. Eso es el primero, ¿cómo te diré? Compromiso que tenemos todos nosotros. Muchísimas gracias por venir hoy con nosotros y quiero dar un reconocimiento de prontito a los que nos han ayudado hoy día. If I can like to present to the mayor of the city of Bell, Ali Saleh, for his work and his staff, the city manager, and everybody that has made this possible today. Thank you from the bottom of our heart from the county of Los Angeles. As mentioned earlier, I want to also recognize Al Ballesteros, who represents the JWCH Institute, Inc., that has provided all the staffing here. So I would like to present these two certificates. Y con eso, gracias.
Thank you, Supervisor Solis. I do want to take a second to acknowledge some of our other council members that are here. Councilmember Barcena, Bell Gardens Mayor, Councilmember Ortiz, Huntington Park Mayor, Mayor of Maywood, Ricardo Lara, Mayor of City of Southgate, Maria Davila, and the Mayor of the City of Vernon, Leticia Lopez. And then we also have a couple of representatives from the Sala United members, Councilmember Lisette Flores, Councilmember Oralia Rebollo, Councilmember Elizabeth Alcantar, Councilmember De La Riva, Councilmember Denise Diaz, and then I do have a couple of other representatives here, Councilmember Sanabria from Huntington Park, Councilmember Hurtado from the City of Southgate, and Councilmember Menke from City of Vernon, and Councilmember Cortez from City of Bell Gardens. So thank you so much for being here today. And I want to introduce to you Mr. Al Ballesteros, President and Chief Executive Officer for JWCH Institute, Inc. Since 2003, Al Ballesteros has served as President and CEO of JWCH Institute, a federally qualified community health center based in Los Angeles. In service to the region's most socioeconomically under-resourced communities, JWCH operates multiple clinics and a wide range of services, including primary and integrated health care, behavioral health, substance abuse treatment, dental care, and health education services to homeless, our immigrant community, and indigenous patients and their families. Throughout the pandemic, Al and the JWCH team have acted with urgency by providing free COVID-19 testing and now providing doses to offer hope to our most vulnerable. It is because of the actions of frontline heroes like the team at JWCH that we are finally able to see light at the end of the tunnel from our Southeast LA region communities. Please help me welcome Mr. Ballesteros.
Thank you very much. So we've made it easy because of the help of the supervisor, Hilda Solis, to bring vaccinations here to the southeast communities of Los Angeles County. No websites. Make an appointment through phone number. All one needs to do is call a phone number and make an appointment. The site will be open here from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. And if an individual does not have access to be able to even call, come to the center, information will be provided to you. I want to thank our board. I want to thank our staff, our nurses, our doctors that are here doing the work. You really do deserve a huge round of applause. Thank you very much. I want to thank the mayors and the council members and the elected officials of the southeast cities for bringing us here to help with this very important project. Thank you very much.